It's not handling the hill very well, guys. This thing is... Yikes. That's a big yikes from me, guys. Okay, so I've come back to the 1970s era again. But that's because in the 1970s, with the fuel crisis, America went through a very peculiar set of cars. And one of the most peculiar were partially government-funded microcars. And today, specifically, we're going to look at making an electric cheese wedge with my patent-pending electric modification. Not actually patent-pending. Electrically driven cars. And now, I think these things had like 5 horsepower or something like that. And we're going to try to make something like that. Unfortunately, though, the body that we're going to use is not from the 70s, it's from the 80s. It's going to be this one. And I wanted one that's got like very straight angular panels. One, because in the 1970s, that was seen to be the new way of becoming aerodynamic. For example, have a look at the DeLorean. A very boxy but angular shape, and they went for a similar thing with this car. And we're going to try to do that with this one. Unfortunately, I didn't see a mod body that I liked, so this is the one we're going to go with. I'm always tripped out by this every time I see this. I get the feeling that this was in error. Oh, you know what this is actually good for? Is knowing the paint categories. So we know that there's no two-tone. There's just the bonnet, body, windows, and the bumpers are separate colors by the looks of it. So that's actually useful information. I like this. So steel, probably a ladder. Oh, actually, no. Fiberglass, because that was the technology of the era. And then it's going to be a ladder chassis because it's going to bolt on top of it. Then that's going to be made out of steel, most likely. Probably not anything fancy. Then we're going to have a front transverse. It's going to be probably double wishbone, and then probably a semi-trailing arm in the rear, I would guess. But even so, we're not going to actually properly, completely copy the car. Oh, you know what, actually, instead of semi-trailing arm, we're going to go even cheaper with torsion beam. Save even more money. There we go. That's what we like to see. And moving along, new project. Now, this engine doesn't particularly matter, but because we're also going to be running batteries, we're going to try to run the heaviest engine possible. So what can we fit in here? Okay, there we go. That looks like the heaviest thing. Some sort of like 60-degree V6. There we go. And then it's just going to be cast. And we don't really care about anything really here at all, as long as it doesn't detonate. So we're just gonna drop this down. You know what, actually, we should probably create the car to be really inefficient, because the batteries themselves didn't last very long either. And then we're going to have injection, just to, like, not have detonation, standard intake. And then to have no detonation, we're gonna go super leaded, and up that fuel mixture. Actually, a lot, so then it won't detonate. The RPM limit can be pretty much whatever we want it to be. Oh, actually, probably that shouldn't be it either, because then you'll start getting engine damage going, oh no, your engine's getting damaged. I can't believe we've actually fit such a big engine in such a small car. This is a 2.2 meter long, and we have a 4.4 liter V6 in it. Like, damn, that's pretty big. And then we're going to have shortcuts, log, doesn't matter, just as long as it's inefficient. Engine patterns do not matter. I mean, we may as well hear what it sounds like. I mean, come on. Interesting. Anyway, moving on. Now we get to select our body. We are going to go with the most weird kind of looking one, I think, because we just want it to be weird. There's that. Then there's like a minivan one, which makes sense. There we go. Okay, you know what? Yeah, that's what we're going with. I'm concerned about that. Okay, can we hide that? There, a 2.7 liter V6 fits in there, which is still actually quite a big engine. I would have liked it to be heavier, but what can you do? Okay, so what color do we want this to be? A lot of them were like a yellowy or a green color, so we're going to go somewhere in the middle, and it's going to be a very basic paint color. It's not going to be overly shiny, and I think that fits kind of the idea in general, even though the idea of green being like a green car is not quite right. They were just really bonkers colors, like yellow and green, I suppose. There is one of those, like here's all the colors. So I don't think that going this sort of green is really out of place. And of course I should, yeah, really put on black bumpers. Can we also go for like the really dorky pokey-outy bumpers? Yeah, sure, why not? So, the reason why they were exaggerated a lot of the time, so say here, this version with the really big duckbill on the front, is because there were new crash regulations, and these cheaper companies didn't really know how to approach it properly, so they just put on really big bumpers. Unfortunately, we can't make them mahoosive, but that'll do. You know what, I was just styling the body around to be a little bit more Wedge-like, and I kind of accidentally started liking what it looks like. Alright, let's move on. We're gonna have transverse front wheel drive. It's going to be a manual and it's going to be a 1-speed, but we're gonna have it set as is for now. We have a manual locker. We're gonna have an open differential. You know what, actually, it might be a manual locker because they probably didn't want to even afford having, say, a differential in there, so they probably would have just had a solid axle. You know, just some real cheap, dodgy stuff. Wait, is there a possibility to put this engine in the rear? No, that's unfortunate. Putting it in the rear would have actually been quite advantageous because that's, I think, what most electric cars would have done back in the day anyway. Then I really want to go cross-ply just to have the knobbliest of tires, but we're going to go radials. They're going to be a hard, long life, and they are going to be as narrow as possible. Now, 13s, they are too big. Can we go smaller? Oh yes, we can go 10 inches. And then can we make the tires smaller as well? Yes, we can. Hey. Can we, okay, so 10 inches is the smallest we can go. And will we give it offset? No. No, we won't. Oh, you know what, actually, yes, we will. I was thinking because they don't have a whole lot of offset, so why would I give it offset? But honestly, those stretched wheels don't look particularly good. So yeah, we're gonna do it this way. Then it's going to have, we're just gonna put drums on it. Just drums all the way around, you know, to save that money, baby. It's gotta be as cheap as possible. And then we're going to have no skid tray, a little brake, a little bit of brake airflow. Then, you know what, these were really terrible seats. So they're gonna be these half seats, they're gonna be basic, there's gonna be no comfort, creature comforts, no power steering, no safety is actually probably really accurate for these sorts of cars, because they were death traps, they were so horrible. Then we're gonna have standard springs. Which one is cheaper? Yeah, twin tube is cheaper, as you can see there. It's just the cheaper option. Then it's going to be set to a very comfy type standard. And then we are going to get the wheels to fit. Oh, wait, hold on. We can have narrower tires now? Oh, yes. That is what I like to see, baby. And 85, you know what, actually, we're going to make this one drivable. There we go, 97% drivability and 49% wheel spin, that's fine. We're not going to worry about that too much. The guy has severe issues with wheel spin. We are going to just mute that one, we don't particularly care. The brakes are way too strong. So we're going to balance this out and then do comfort brakes. I cannot believe that these brakes were too strong. Look how small they are! And oh my god! And I'm running drums. This is not what I was thinking, like, this is a bad idea. These brakes are going to be too weak. But holy cow, they were too strong. My goodness, these are basically motorcycle brakes. Like, it's atrocious. Oh my god. So, I was complaining and always just really hating how high the car is compared to what it really should be. I've just noticed you can do that. I am some kind of idiot. Well, that is something that everyone is going to want to use at some point. Oh, you can also hide it completely. Interesting. But we're going to have that on the ground anyway, and we are going to have it there. We are going to go here to the aerodynamics quality, and we're going to drop that down a lot. Because if you have a look at these things, their body paneling is so janky. Like, they went to go for this sort of vent here. Hold on, actually, they have that in automation. Let's see. There you go. That's the sort of vent that they were going for here. But instead of actually doing something with it, they just kind of blanked it out and left it as it was. Like, these were not well thought out cars. Wait, does this have something? It actually has not. That actually looks really hideous. I hate it a lot. Anyway, moving on. So, yeah, you know what, actually, we're going to keep that on there. Like, for no particular reason, we're going to get this and we're going to Just, there you go. Great. It's just dumb. It's so dumb. And we are going to stick our windshield wiper on there. It's not wipers. Sorry if to disappoint you. But that's what we're going to do here. Okay. I think we're ready to... Oh, actually, hold on. You know what? Trim and body. Quality down. We're going to go back to here. We're going to go here, and we're going to go quality down. Yes. Actually, you know what? Let's have a look at the price. All right. Put your bets in. Comment in the description what you think this price right now is going to be. Now, it does have a big engine in there, and it is fuel injected in 1980. So that may bias the price a little bit. But then again, electric motors and batteries specifically back then would have been quite expensive. Let's have a look. Wow, you know what? Not bad. We got a $2,300 material cost and less than $10,000. It could be cheaper, but we're doing pretty well. We're actually going to go here, and these sway bars also look a little too thick, so we're going to reduce the cost here by basically getting rid of them. That hasn't actually helped us a whole lot. Anyway, let's move on. We're going to make this thing look pretty. I know that's a bit of an oxymoron, but stick with me. This is the Ennis, and I hope you like it. It's basically America's version of what a communist car would be. You know, super cheap, super simple, very functional, and does what it is. Now, I've created a new company for this one. It's called the P. Now, a lot of these companies went out of business very quickly, so it's not the sort of thing that you'll see a lot of around here. So here's the P Ennis, and I really hope you enjoy this absolute masterclass in car design. All right, let's go ahead over to BeamNG with this bad boy. Yeah, oh wait, hold on, I have to mod the files before I get over there. Well, here we have our people's car. Finally, after probably about an hour's worth of editing, or maybe even more, I finally got this car to work exactly the way I wanted. Now, it does have the uprated 6 horsepower-ish kind of electric motor that's in here. And yes, I think we finally have. So we've also got a very small battery because it is an old lead acid. Oh yeah, I didn't get around to covering up the engine bay. That's just a problem with automation exporting no chassis information when it comes to cars. So here we go. Got a very slow, very quiet car. Now I do know that these things make a horrific sound, but unfortunately I don't have that sound effect on me. So I can't really do much about that. So it's just going to be a very slow car. And you can see this thing, it is going downhill and it is struggling to go like 30-ish. Maybe I should fiddle with it even more. I did actually have this thing up to 45 before on flat ground, but that was with a different power band and gear ratio. Only ever so slightly different, but this is kind of what it was like. This thing struggled to reach its estimated top speed, and I am loving this. So we got the front locking differential on. Oh, here we go. Now we can get the top speed. Oh yeah, just look the other way and I'll tell you what speed I did, guys. Oh yeah, that's how it works, right? Let's see if this thing can go up hills. Okay, we got a nice good run up. We're going 44, we're going around a bend, so it's not losing a whole lot of speed here. You know what? This thing, I think, is actually pretty indicative of the sort of car that it was. Oh no. Oh no. It's not handling the hill very well, guys. This thing is... Yikes. That's a big yikes from me, guys. Oh no. If I was to continue going up that hill, do you guys think it would actually be able to go all the way up there? Or is it the sort of thing where you really, really need the run up for it? Because this is pretty bad. And I was about to say to myself before, when I just started recording again, that maybe I should change that gear ratio back. But I really don't think it would have made it up that hill if we had had the gear ratio where it was. Okay, let's try up here. All right, this is as steep as it gets. What are we looking at? Also, I just realized that this thing has no overheating temperature. Oh no, it doesn't have the power. Doesn't that... Oh no, I'm actually trying to drive it forwards and it's just not working. Let's go to realistic gearbox behavior. Can that bring it into... Oh no! Oh no, I couldn't do it. Oh, come on, go forwards. Let's try that again, shall we? And up the hill. Yes. Oh dear. So I knew that this thing was meant to be bad. Like, oh dear. The shuddering it makes. Oh, that's pretty bad. Also, for you, I'm gonna have music edited in. For me, this is just like an eerily quiet thing. I wish I knew how to put sounds in. That's something I'm gonna look into in the future. I want that kind of like really irritating sound of that these things would make, like really chunky sounding electric motors. Oh, we're over every guys. Oh no, the engine's gonna blow up. Oh no, no, it's not. Wow, I think we even went beyond red line just then. Well, there's its top speed. Unfortunately, I've done the gear ratios wrong. The top speed is meant to be less than the red line, not more than the red line. Oh, can we do it now? Okay, let's see if we can go over the red line. It's not even registering what our RPM is. Not even on the torque graph, which I've got set up conveniently just for you guys. But yeah, I'm still enjoying this. So it's got the more powerful engine, but I've got a bit of a bung up gear ratio now. I know I am driving this car side on, but it's so slow it doesn't really matter what what angle I'm at. This thing is not gonna crash. Okay, let's crash. Boom. There we go. You guys happy with that? The dash came out. Let's turn it around. Oh, okay, so it's survived the crash. Oh dear. Now it's a little bit slower, but you know what? It's still going with its big fuel-injected V6 2.7 liter or something like that, which the majority of the world, 2.6 or 2.7 liter was... would not be considered particularly big. But in Japan, I mean, that would be considered pretty big. They have a lot of 2 liters, 2.4s, 2.2, stuff like that. But here, not a brilliant car. But then again, it wasn't really meant to be a brilliant car. If they wanted it to be brilliant, they would have chucked an electric motor on each wheel, honestly. Whoops, forgot to put it in gear. There we go. Oh, that's how you can launch it. If you got some sort of engagement or something like that, you can do effectively what's a clutch jump. But yeah, so I also do know that these things have not so much an accelerator as an on-off switch for the motor. So, oh, you know what, I don't have it actually displayed here, but I have only been full throttle or not full throttle this entire time, which, I mean, honestly, even full throttle isn't doing much, so yeah, you're struggling no matter what you're doing here, but let's get the low angle, like, action shot. Is this the car you want? Are you the sort of person that doesn't care about personal style or ever getting laid ever again? Are you so broke that you just need to be able to save every cent, but you still need a vehicle? Well, this one is the car for you. As long as you're, like, on a downhill from work, and somehow the downhill also continues uphill as you're going home. Just downhill constantly. So basically, what I'm saying is, your life should be a downward spiral to buy this car. Wait, that's not a good advertisement, is it? Alright, well, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Do you want me to chuck it around a racetrack? You know what, yeah, we're gonna chuck this around the handling racetrack and see what it does. I also love the fact that we haven't been driving for very much and the battery has been draining. I kinda want the battery to drain even quicker than this, because I get the feeling that this has actually driven quite a decent amount of distance, and it's still actually got battery charge. I would have expected this to be about half battery charge, but I've already got it set to 1 kilowatt. Maybe I'll have to set it to watts, maybe if that's a thing that's even possible, and then set it to something like 500 watts as a battery capacity. You know, let's have a... Oh, wait, is this gonna make it up the hill here? Oh, guys, I think it has the power to do... You know what, I'm gonna let off the throttle here and see if it's still decelerating. Yes, it is still decelerating. Oh, you know what, I don't actually think this would be able to make it normally. Oh, we've made it to the crest, guys. We've made it to the crest. Oh, come on. And it made it! Yay! Look, don't look at the front. Don't be like that guy. Don't look at the front. I say a thing, you believe me. That's how it works, right? Most of my viewers are American, so I would say that as long as you believe you've won something, that means you've won it, right? That's how it works? I'm sorry. Yeah, I get the feeling that there's probably some right-wing viewers in here that aren't too happy with that joke, but I don't know. It is, like, even you have to admit, it is amusing. It's pretty funny. It is ending up to be like a Middle Eastern dictatorship, but I mean, it won't go there. That's what the Second Amendment, whatever, the Guns Amendment is for. It's to make sure that the government doesn't turn into a dictatorship. I'm gonna go chuck this around. Wait, it came with a 12 horsepower, 3-speed vehicle as well? Oh my goodness, I didn't know that. Wow, top speeds were... Okay, so maybe if this is the 12 horsepower version, maybe my amount of power that I gave mine and my top speed was actually not too far off of what you'd expect from it. Oh dear. Okay, well, we're just gonna stick with the one that we got, because I think it's quaint and charming, and also got that, like, stupid vent there in the middle of the hood for, like, no reason. I am baffled and confused as to why it's ever been there, but yeah, let's just go ahead and give this bad boy... Oh, hold on. Diff lock, and go! You know what? You probably want to put a battery pack in for this to work. Okay, here we go. We're going to do it properly this time. We're going to build up those revs, and away we go. Wow! We instantly got up to 11 kilometers an hour, which is actually pretty impressive. Oh no, I've accidentally made an 8 horsepower, PS, I'm not sure what that is in horsepower. I've accidentally made it 8 PS, I hope that's not unrealistic, guys. No, stop throwing eggs at me, I'm sorry, I tried, I really did. But trying to calculate how much horsepower you're gonna get from putting in torque numbers, for me and my smooth braid here, it was really hard, guys, I tried so hard, please, stop pelting me with rocks. Oh, the rotten cabbage. Oh, it stinks. Oh, it's all slimy. Oh, how could you? Oh no, we've got a hill here, guys. Oh no, it's slowing us down a lot. Oh no, we've made it. We've made it. I also love how, like, really jiggly this car is. Because the original is also, like, very, very jiggly. And here we come up for a really hard right angle corner thing. Yes, we've reached our first checkpoint. Oh, yeah. Oh, this thing is so slow. And here we come. Now, this is a corner that I usually struggle with. I usually go really wide about here and end up in the grass and maybe even hit the guard railing. Oh, whoa. Lucky, we just made it. And then we come in here, usually braking, but this time we've got a car that can handle the corner at full speed. Wow, full sending, guys. This thing is absolutely ballistic. Here we go. A real tight corner here. As we see, we've made it, guys. Oh, yeah. This is awesome. And then we come for the back straight, and we're coming up to the ledge here. Oh, we might get some air. Oh, we might have to go back to a photo finish for that one. And here we go. So this one also trips me up sometimes. I usually go, like, really in narrow and then too wide, and then I end up cutting across here. Oh no, I've lost control. I accidentally cut the corner a little bit. And here we come up to the second checkpoint. We've done it in 2:06. Oh, 0.334. Oh, this is gonna come down to a photo finish. And here we have the tight hairpin. It's going around, and oh, look at that, guys. This thing has so much grip that it was able to take it once again at full pelt. Just going to show you how amazing this car truly is. And here we go, we're coming up to the little bit of an S-bend here. We've gone the first corner, and then here we come up to the left corner. Now this will catch out any unexperienced driver. As you come through there, sometimes you will accidentally get caught going really wide here, carrying more speed than what you expect. Oh no. Oh no, we've just grazed it. Oh no, it's really bad. Oh, in here, oh, this one's also pretty bad for accidentally going really wide. Oh no. Oh, we can limp it across the line, guys. Oh, there we go. And it's a 304 and we're across the line. Woo! Yeah! Oh, I've made it, guys. we have done it. We got across the line. Oh dear, I had a car do a 222. What was this? The Rusky i4. What even is that? Well, I don't even have the mod loaded anymore, so I don't know what this car was, but by God, that thing must have been slow. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed today's video, guys. Oh no! Oh no, oh, there goes all my resale value. Now nobody's going to want this car. Oh dear. I can't even drive uphill currently. Oh no, the locker, it's taking a pummeling here. Oh dear. Well, oh no, a dash came out. Oh dear. Oh yeah, that's also something I forgot to show you. I did put an interior in here after designing, so sorry for not showing you that. But I want to go into free cam mode here. You've got here just the dash, which is just a box, which is exactly what I wanted. And then here, we've got the kind of like, I think even a few Lamborghinis had just a box as the console shroud type thing here, for the gauges and whatnot. So that's what I went with. I just went with a box and a box, and that's your dash, which is probably not too far from the truth. And then here we've got the old-timey steering wheel. Some reason the texture hasn't come through here. And then we've got just our indicator stalk, which would probably actually just be a little bit of a rocker switch maybe. But until we actually get those, this is what we have. And we have the very basic seats as well. This is a video that I've been putting off for making for a while because I wanted to make it with friends, but I realized after a while that this is actually going to take a lot of tuning, so I decided to do it on my own, and I am actually really happy with how it turned out. Now, another thing that the car had was like a big gaping hole underneath where the bumper was. So, I hope you've enjoyed this car as much as I have. There is going to be a link in the description for you guys to download this. I hope you guys, you know what? Try to beat my lap time. I dare ya. See you later, guys. Bye!